We are most honored today to have United States Congressman Howard Berman here to say a few words. Mr. Berman.
Get myself organized here. First, I want to particularly thank Susan and Sean, who, as Susan mentioned, we had a chance to meet at the Operation Gratitude Super Sunday Weekend event. Their dedication to our community and to our veterans and our servicemen is quite amazing and very heartwarming. A little shout out to St. Martin's students, who are a very talented group of students, from the national anthem to the last song. It was a it was a moving performance, and I thank you. And I'm honored to be with you on your Memorial Day service. It's important to honor the men and women who have served our country and sacrificed for the freedom we enjoy. These are people who gave their lives for our country, the ultimate sacrifice. Memorial Day was formerly known as Decoration Day. When I was a kid, that's what we called it. That's a while ago. And it was to honor those who died in the nation's wars. It originated during the American Civil War, back in that 1861 to 1865 period, when citizens placed flowers on the graves of those who had been killed in battle. By the 20th century, Memorial Day had been extended to honor all Americans who had died in all wars. Memorial Day is a day of remembering the men and the women who died while serving in the United States Armed Forces, and it is particularly important during these difficult times where we still face threats to our nation and to our security and to our freedom, to remember the men and women who died while serving in the United States Armed Forces. Our troops are fighting overseas. We read and hear about these deaths every day. I'd like to particularly recognize Jim and Barbara, the entire family of late Marine Staff Sergeant, Los Angeles Police Officer Joshua Collins of Simi Valley, who was killed in Afghanistan on October 19, 2010. Who are here with us today and who we greeted at the beginning of this ceremony. Thank you for your sacrifice for us. With this Memorial Day service ceremony, a new tradition has begun at St. Martin's School, and I'm today very proud to honor retired Marine Gunnery Sergeant Ernest Snapper, who has volunteered to teach you the traditions of American democracy and freedom we enjoy every day. Also, I know from experience that having a Marine staff non-commissioned officer, one is on my staff as well, Fred Flores, who was sitting with me here 10 years in the Marines. And Gunnery Sergeant Napper has probably taught you all a few traditions, customs, and courtesies that the United States Marine Corps has to offer. Once a Marine takes the oath to serve America, that commitment is for life in any capacity that the Marine is served. For the last 19 years, at sundown every night, this Gulf War veteran has led the flag retreat ceremony at Disneyland's Main Street flagpole. It is one of the Main Street attractions, the happiest place on earth. So we will all join Gunnery Sergeant Napper at the flagpole in a few minutes. But before we do that, I'd like to recognize Gunnery Sergeant Napper for his outstanding and invaluable service to us, our nation, his commitment to preserve the traditions and the interests of the United States Marine Corps while promoting American democracy and freedom. And Gunnery Sergeant Napper, or as I'm told they say, Gunnery Napper, San Fernando Valley never had a Veterans Day parade, and we started one, and we created a coin for that parade, which I've learned from Fred, and had a chance to coin some of the great military leaders of our country over the years through my work in Congress. And I want to present an American flag. That service at Disneyland is very well known, and this is the least we can do for someone with how much you can do for us. So first, I give you a flag of our country, folded the right way. This is a certificate that goes with the flag. Jesus.